It all started with a single post that set the internet on fire. 6ix9ine just exposed Fat Joe, and the fallout was immediate. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the rap world hasn't been the same since. What was supposed to be a casual comment on social media quickly escalated into one of the most intense beefs of the year. A clash full of accusations, secrets, and drama that no one saw coming. Insiders are saying that 6ix9ine uncovered details about Fat Joe's past that even longtime fans had never heard. From alleged industry betrayals to secret rivalries, the streets are buzzing and the family was left divided. Some say this could change Fat Joe's legacy forever. Others think it's just another stunt. But the intensity and timing make everyone pause. And it gets worse. Videos started circulating, messages leaked, and heated arguments broke out in places no cameras could reach. Could this be the moment where Fat Joe loses his grip on the game he's dominated for decades? Or is 6ix9ine pushing the boundaries just to prove he's untouchable? Tonight we break down the drama, the secrets, and the shocking twist that turned a simple exposure into one of the ugliest rap feuds in recent history. It all began late one night in 2025, when 6ix9ine was scrolling through Instagram, live, as millions of fans tuned in. His phone buzzed and he stumbled across an old story involving Fat Joe, a story no one expected to see resurfaced. It wasn't just gossip. It was something that cut deep, something that would send shockwaves through the rap industry. "Yo, check this out," 6ix9ine shouted into the camera, eyes wide with disbelief. "This dude been lying to y'all this whole time." Fans exploded in the comments. Emojis flooded the screen. Screenshots circulated. Within minutes, every rap forum, gossip site, and TikTok compilation was buzzing with the same headline: 6ix9ine just exposed Fat Joe. And it got ugly fast. But what was the exposure about? Sources close to 6ix9ine claim it involved secret deals Fat Joe allegedly made behind the backs of some of his longtime collaborators. Moves that supposedly hurt friends and even family members. The accusations weren't just rumors. There were videos, messages, and even what some insiders claim were hidden receipts. Meanwhile, Fat Joe was nowhere to be seen on social media. Fans noticed his sudden disappearance, and speculation ran wild. Some said he was planning a response. Others claimed he was in shock. "This is insane," one fan tweeted. "I've been a Joe fan for decades. And 6ix9ine just dropped a bomb." The next day, 6ix9ine doubled down. He posted a cryptic video showing snippets of messages allegedly from Fat Joe's inner circle, hinting at betrayal and manipulation. In the video, he said, "Y'all think you know Joe. Nah, this is bigger than rap. People been used, people been played, and I got the receipts." The video went viral instantly. Fans were divided. Some cheered 6ix9ine on, calling him a whistleblower. Others criticized him, claiming it was just another stunt to gain clout. But what nobody could ignore was the tension. The family, friends, and even fellow rappers were now involved in the drama, and emotions were running high. Inside Fat Joe's circle, chaos erupted. His longtime manager reportedly called an emergency meeting. "We need to control this before it spirals," he allegedly said. But attempts to manage the fallout failed almost immediately. Leaks, screenshots, and fan theories flooded the internet. One former collaborator, speaking anonymously, claimed that years ago Fat Joe had allegedly double-crossed some of his closest associates over a deal. It wasn't just business, the source said. It was personal. And 6ix9ine knows about it now. This claim ignited a firestorm. The streets were buzzing, and online forums were dissecting every post, every video, every caption for hidden meanings. Fans dissected Fat Joe's old interviews, suggesting that cryptic comments he made years ago were actually veiled responses to situations 6ix9ine was now exposing. The social media storm escalated when 6ix9ine went live again, this time with a dramatic twist. He played audio clips, allegedly of Fat Joe in heated arguments about finances, loyalty, and backstabbing in the industry. His fans were screaming in disbelief. One comment read, "Bro, this is not okay. Joe really did them like that? I can't believe it." Emotions ran high across the fan base. Social media analysts noticed engagement levels were off the charts, with hashtags like #6ix9ine exposes Joe trending globally. Industry insiders started weighing in. Some claimed Fat Joe would have to make a public apology. Others speculated this could end his legacy. By the evening, the situation had gone beyond social media. Multiple sources reported that Fat Joe's team was attempting damage control. Calls were made to former collaborators, private meetings held in downtown Manhattan offices, and messages circulated behind closed doors. But the damage was done. Fans were shocked, rumors were spreading, and the story wasn't slowing down. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine's demeanor remained dramatic and provocative. "I told y'all," he said in a story post. "I said it before, receipts don't lie. And now, it's your turn to watch the truth unfold." Some insiders claimed that Fat Joe was furious but restrained, knowing any rash move would fuel the storm further. The family was left divided, with close friends taking sides online and in private conversations. By the end of part 1, the industry was watching in silence. Everyone wanted to see how Fat Joe would respond. Would he fight back, or would 6ix9ine's exposure damage his reputation beyond repair? One thing was clear: this feud was no ordinary beef. It had family, loyalty, and decades of history tangled up in a social media war. The storm had just begun. The morning after 6ix9ine's explosive posts, the streets of New York were buzzing. Fans on every corner, in cars and in bars, were talking about the exposure. Hip-hop forums were flooded with screenshots, snippets of the alleged conversations, and heated debates. Some fans were convinced Fat Joe's entire reputation was crumbling. Others refused to believe it, calling 6ix9ine a provocateur trying to start drama for clicks. But behind the scenes, things were far more intense. Sources close to Fat Joe claim that emotions ran high at his New York office. His manager reportedly slammed his fist on the table during an emergency meeting. "Do you know what this is doing to our brand?" he shouted. "People are talking about betrayal, leaks, and personal attacks. This is not just rap drama, it's a war, and 6ix9ine just fired the first shot." Fat Joe stood quietly in the corner, his expression unreadable. According to insiders, he was seething but calculating. "Let them talk," he said softly. But this doesn't end here. Not like this. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine doubled down. He uploaded another video, this time showing more alleged evidence. Texts, videos, and messages hinting that Fat Joe had turned on some of his closest collaborators years ago. In his post, he leaned directly into the camera and said, "Y'all see it now. I don't play games. Loyalty means nothing to some people, but I don't lie. You think you know Joe? Nah, I'm showing the real him." Fans were stunned. Comments flooded in. "Bro, this is wild. I've been a Joe fan my whole life, and I don't know what to think. This is why 6ix9ine is untouchable. Receipts don't lie." The drama wasn't just online. Industry insiders started contacting their sources, trying to confirm if the leaks were real. Multiple rappers were asked to comment, and many refused. "This is personal," one source said. "We stay out of family drama." But the whispers were everywhere. The first public confrontation came at a private event in Manhattan. Fat Joe reportedly spotted 6ix9ine entering the venue, and the two had an intense exchange before cameras could capture anything. Eyewitnesses described shouting, pointing fingers, and a tension that could be felt across the room. One insider claimed emotions were high. 6ix9ine was taunting him, and Joe was trying to stay composed, but everyone could see he was boiling. Security had to step in before it got physical. Sources said that during the exchange, 6ix9ine allegedly said, "You can deny it all you want, but receipts don't lie." "People are seeing the real you, Joe." Fat Joe's response, according to insiders, was measured but sharp. "You think you can expose me and walk away clean? You don't know me, kid. You're playing with fire." The tension reached social media the very next day. Fans noticed that Fat Joe had posted a cryptic story, a black screen with the words, "Everything comes out eventually." Everyone immediately connected it to 6ix9ine's exposure. Discussions exploded on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Fans speculated on hidden meanings, dates, and future diss tracks. Emotions ran high, and some claimed the family, Fat Joe's longtime collaborators, and even relatives, were split over how to respond. Some of Joe's closest friends reportedly wanted him to ignore 6ix9ine, claiming it was a stunt. Others pushed for a direct response, saying, "You can't let him disrespect you publicly like this." Then came the leak that turned heads. A series of audio clips allegedly from private phone conversations between Fat Joe and former collaborators surfaced online. The content suggested that 6ix9ine wasn't exaggerating, that years ago, Fat Joe had indeed made decisions that left some artists betrayed and disrespected. Fans were shocked, claiming, "This is the Joe we didn't know." 6ix9ine didn't stop there. He uploaded a reaction video to the leak, laughing and pointing at the camera. "Y'all wanted proof? Here it is," he shouted. "You think I'm lying? Nah, this is receipts, this is facts, and the streets know it." By this time, the story had reached mainstream media. Hip-hop news outlets, gossip blogs, and YouTube commentary channels began dissecting every post, screenshot, and video. Headlines like 6ix9ine exposes Fat Joe, shocking betrayal revealed, dominated feeds. In response, Fat Joe finally went live on Instagram, addressing the drama indirectly. "Y'all see what's going on," he said, voice calm but firm. "People always try to spin stories, make things bigger than they are. I don't owe nobody explanation, but I know who I am, and I know my history. Loyalty, respect, that's what I stand for." Fans were divided. Some felt he dodged the accusations. Others praised him for staying composed in a storm of online attacks. But insiders said privately, Joe was furious. Furious at 6ix9ine. Furious at the leaks, and furious that his family and collaborators were dragged into public speculation. The tension escalated. Further, when 6ix9ine claimed to have exclusive documents showing financial mismanagement and secret deals. He posted snippets on social media, hinting that certain business decisions had left some of Fat Joe's longtime collaborators out of money they were owed. Fans erupted. Comments poured in, "Bro, this is insane. Joe really did them dirty? 6ix9ine really playing detective and rapper at the same time? The family is going to be divided after this." Even celebrities weighed in. Some rappers subtly commented on Instagram, taking sides. Others tried to stay neutral. But the energy around the feud was undeniable. Every new post sparked new waves of drama. As part 2 closed, insiders hinted that the feud was far from over. Private conversations suggested that a face-to-face showdown could happen, and both sides were reportedly preparing diss tracks. Fans were predicting massive collaborations, responses, and potentially explosive interviews. The streets, the industry, and social media had never seen a feud escalate this quickly. Emotions ran high. The family, Fat Joe's collaborators, friends, and even his relatives, were left divided. Some wanted him to ignore 6ix9ine, others pushed him to retaliate. One thing was certain, the rap world was watching, and no one could predict what would happen next. The stage was set. The feud had moved from social media to real-world confrontations. And part 3 would take things even further, revealing secret confrontations, betrayal within Fat Joe's circle, and shocking twists fans never expected. The feud between 6ix9ine and Fat Joe had grown far beyond social media by this point. Rumors were swirling in every corner of the industry. Clubs, studios, interviews, and even private text messages were being dissected by fans and insiders alike. The tension was palpable, and emotions ran high everywhere. Fat Joe, long known for his calm and collected public persona, was reportedly boiling behind closed doors. Sources claim that his inner circle had split into factions. Some wanted him to ignore 6ix9ine, believing the younger rapper was fishing for clicks. Others pushed for a public showdown, arguing that a weak response could ruin his legacy. The family, longtime collaborators, friends, and even relatives were divided. "Joe's been quiet, but he's seething," one insider revealed. "This isn't just about 6ix9ine trolling him. It's about loyalty, respect, and the people around him feeling betrayed." Meanwhile, 6ix9ine wasn't backing down. He began posting videos showing more alleged receipts, private messages, audio clips, and cryptic images implying betrayal by people in Fat Joe's inner circle. Fans were shocked as they saw snippets of conversations suggesting that Joe's team had secretly sided with industry rivals in past deals. "This is bigger than I thought," 6ix9ine said during a live stream. "I've got proof of everything. Loyalty? Joe talks about it, but receipts don't lie. The streets know it, and now the world knows it too." Fans went into a frenzy. Hashtags like Joe Exposed, 6ix9ine vs Joe, and Receipts Don't Lie trended globally. Comments poured in, "Bro, this is unreal. Joe really did them dirty? 6ix9ine always comes with receipts, no cap. The family is divided, and I can feel it from here." The tension hit a boiling point during a private studio session in New York. Fat Joe had invited his team to strategize a response, unaware that 6ix9ine had somehow learned about the session. Sources claim that 6ix9ine showed up unexpectedly, and emotions ran high immediately. Eyewitnesses described the scene as chaotic. Security had to step in multiple times as verbal confrontations escalated into shouting matches. 6ix9ine reportedly taunted Joe, pointing to photos, texts, and messages he had collected over the past weeks. "You see this?" 6ix9ine shouted. "All of it. Loyalty? You don't even know what it means." Fat Joe, trying to maintain composure, fired back, "You think showing screenshots makes you a king? You're disrespecting the game and the people who built it." The argument grew louder. Staff and collaborators tried to mediate, but tensions were too high. Insiders claimed that at one point, Fat Joe slammed a chair onto the floor, while 6ix9ine laughed in defiance, adding fuel to the fire. Private messages between Joe's team and certain collaborators allegedly leaked online. These messages implied that some people in Joe's inner circle had secretly shared information with 6ix9ine. Fans were stunned. Emotions ran high as accusations of betrayal spread like wildfire. "This is insane," one fan wrote. "The family is literally split." People who worked with Joe for years are now siding with 6ix9ine. Another post claimed that one of Joe's former collaborators felt so disrespected that they were considering publicly confirming parts of 6ix9ine's allegations. The internet exploded. Comments speculated on potential diss tracks, interviews, and confrontations. As Part 3 progressed, the tension between 6ix9ine and Fat Joe didn't just stay in private messages or leaks. A public confrontation happened at a radio station in New York. According to multiple sources, 6ix9ine arrived unannounced while Fat Joe was doing an interview. Eyewitnesses reported shouting, camera flashes, and security scrambling to separate the two. "You really thought you could hide from me, Joe?" 6ix9ine allegedly said, pointing at him across the studio. Fat Joe, visibly frustrated but trying to stay composed, responded, "This isn't the streets anymore. You want to play? Play. But don't bring the people I care about into your mess." Fans watching the live stream went wild. Clips were immediately uploaded to TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Comments showed shock, disbelief, and excitement. "Bro, Joe about to snap. 6ix9ine is relentless. He's exposing everyone." Emotions ran high and the family is left divided. "This is next-level drama." The fallout didn't stop there. Within hours, social media became a war zone. Memes, reaction videos, and conspiracy theories spread faster than any official statement. Some alleged that Fat Joe had secretly tried to bribe former collaborators to prevent leaks, while others claimed that 6ix9ine was manipulating events to provoke a public meltdown. Even celebrities and rappers weighed in, some taking Joe's side, others praising 6ix9ine for being honest and fearless. Analysts said the feud was unprecedented in the modern rap era. The combination of social media exposure, leaked messages, and private confrontations created a drama that fans couldn't get enough of. Then came the shocking twist. According to insiders, a trusted member of Fat Joe's team reportedly betrayed him completely, siding with 6ix9ine to reveal more secrets. This insider allegedly handed over financial documents, unreleased song snippets, and private text conversations. 6ix9ine teased this revelation on social media. "You think this is over? Nah, the truth's coming and it's gonna be ugly." Loyalty doesn't exist anymore. Fans were speechless. Speculation skyrocketed about what exactly had been revealed, and videos analyzing every post flooded the internet. One viral clip showed fans dissecting Joe's reaction in a live stream, claiming his body language gave away that the leaks were true. The family, insiders claimed, was now completely divided. Some were still loyal to Fat Joe, while others were siding with 6ix9ine. Emotions were running so high that sources said fights almost broke out at private events. As Part 3 closed, the feud reached a fever pitch. 6ix9ine's exposure had moved from social media to real-world confrontations, public speculation, and personal betrayals. Fat Joe's circle was fractured, his legacy questioned, and fans were left on edge. The stage was set for the final act, a climax where Fat Joe would have to respond publicly, 6ix9ine would push his advantage, and the rap world would witness a showdown that could define both of their careers. The next part would reveal who truly controlled the narrative, which secrets were confirmed, and whether this feud would destroy or redefine Fat Joe's legacy. By now, the feud between 6ix9ine and Fat Joe had consumed the rap world. Social media was ablaze with speculation, leaked messages, and clips of private confrontations. Fans were divided, emotions ran high, and the family, longtime collaborators, friends, and associates, was left split down the middle. Every move Fat Joe made was scrutinized, every post analyzed, and every response from 6ix9ine amplified. Sources revealed that Fat Joe knew the only way to regain control was to face the storm head-on. After days of strategizing with his inner circle, he decided to go public. What followed would shock fans. Fat Joe scheduled a live Instagram broadcast, not to issue a simple denial, but to confront the drama directly. Cameras rolled, and millions of fans tuned in. His tone was calm, but there was a fire in his eyes. "Y'all know the stories going around," he began. "Yeah, I've made mistakes. People I worked with may have been hurt, and for that, I don't apologize to the streets. I own it. But something's being thrown around? Lies, fabrications, and some people are trying to rewrite history for clout." The audience online exploded. Comments flooded in, "Joe's finally speaking. Facts or receipts, man? This is tense!" Emotions ran high just watching this. Then came the moment fans had been waiting for, Fat Joe addressing 6ix9ine directly. To the person spreading all this online, "You want receipts? You want the truth? Let's talk about it face to face, like grown men. This isn't a game. It's respect, loyalty, and don't forget that." The statement alone sparked debate. Fans analyzed every word. Some said it was a direct challenge. Others thought it was a masterclass in composure. One thing was certain: the feud had reached its highest peak yet. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine wasn't backing down. Within hours, he posted another video, claiming more evidence had come to light, including unreleased tracks, alleged insider testimony, and private messages implying betrayal within Joe's own team. "This is what happens when you play games. Joe," 6ix9ine said, staring into the camera, "you think the streets forget? You think the world won't know the truth? Nah, loyalty doesn't exist for everyone. But receipts? They exist." Fans went wild. Screenshots of his posts went viral. Hashtags like Amarjovi 6ix9ine, Underexposed, and Our Rap Drama 2025 dominated trends across Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Emotions ran high as fans debated which side was telling the truth, which moves were calculated, and who had truly been betrayed. The drama escalated further when an unnamed insider leaked that a key member of Fat Joe's team had secretly shared information with 6ix9ine. According to the source, this betrayal was what fueled 6ix9ine's confidence and allowed him to post undeniable proof online. Fans were shocked. One viral comment read, "The family was left divided. I can't believe someone close to Joe would do that. This feud is wild." Meanwhile, Fat Joe's camp was scrambling to contain the damage. Private meetings, urgent phone calls, and attempts to calm collaborators failed. The insider leak had created a ripple effect, forcing Joe to confront internal betrayal while simultaneously managing the public narrative. The showdown finally reached its climax at a private music industry event. Both 6ix9ine and Fat Joe were reportedly present. Eyewitnesses claimed the tension was tangible, with security on high alert. According to multiple sources, the two had a face-to-face confrontation in a dimly lit hallway away from cameras. "You've gone too far this time," Fat Joe allegedly said, his voice low but tense. "This is bigger than clout. This is personal," 6ix9ine smirked. "Nah, it's just the truth coming out." "You want to call it personal? Nah, it's receipts. Loyalty doesn't exist, Joe, but I make sure the streets see it." The confrontation reportedly lasted over an hour, with collaborators and security waiting anxiously outside. While no cameras captured the exchange, sources claim emotions ran sky high, yelling, finger-pointing, and intense accusations flew back and forth. After the private showdown, both parties returned to social media with subtle updates. Fat Joe posted a black and white photo with the caption, "Truth survives the storm." Fans immediately interpreted this as a statement that he had survived the exposure and remained unbroken. 6ix9ine, in turn, posted a clip of him walking into a recording studio, smiling at the camera, "Receipts don't lie, and the streets always know." The internet exploded. Fans debated, memes circulated, and conspiracy theories ran rampant. Some speculated that this feud could inspire multiple diss tracks, collaboration blocks, or even industry realignments. Others felt the battle was more about legacy and loyalty than music. One of the most shocking developments came when a former collaborator of Fat Joe went public. confirming part of 6ix9ine's claims while defending Joe's character. "I won't lie, there were mistakes in the past," the collaborator said, "but Joe has always tried to make it right. 6ix9ine? He's playing the game for clicks. But the man's legacy? Untouchable in my eyes." Fans were divided. Some sided with 6ix9ine, believing his relentless exposure of secrets was justified. Others rallied behind Fat Joe, praising him for composure and resilience in the face of personal attacks. The family and collaborators remained split, with some openly supporting Joe and others leaning towards 6ix9ine. The feud between 6ix9ine and Fat Joe wasn't just a social media spectacle. It became a story about loyalty, betrayal, and legacy. Fans are still shocked at how deep the drama ran, with insiders confirming private confrontations, leaked messages, and the family being left divided. Emotions ran high from start to finish, and the streets of New York and the online world are still buzzing with speculation about who truly came out on top. While Fat Joe has maintained his composure publicly, 6ix9ine's relentless exposure of alleged secrets and receipts has forced everyone to question, how much of the story do we really know? And could this feud spark more reveals, diss tracks, or confrontations in the future? Now it's your turn. Do you think Fat Joe handled the exposure correctly? Or did 6ix9ine get the upper hand in this battle of loyalty and truth? The rap world is watching, and the family is divided, but fans like you get to weigh in. Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if this story shocked you, and make sure to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes rap drama you won't hear anywhere else. Share this video with friends, because when emotions run high and the streets are divided, every secret, every betrayal, and every receipt counts. Stay tuned. This feud is far from over.